Greetings, everybody. I am here today with you to talk about some specific items related to website accessibility for your public library. We are recording this session. It will be available for Wisconsin Public Library directors and those who maintain a certification for 1 hour of technology certification credit. I do have a full slate of items on the menu today, so we will try to take any questions as they come in and address them at the end. So please enter those in chat as you get them. So we would like to prepare the Wisconsin Library for compliance with the new ADA regulations. The U.S. Department of Justice Civil Rights Division has released rules that will require all websites provided by public government entities and any other entity that falls under the Title II of the Americans with Disabilities Act to be fully accessible. This includes public libraries the same way that your buildings are required to be ADA accessible under Title II. For more information on this, our previous training, Title II ADA regulations for website and mobile apps, covers the broad idea of what this is covering and what the compliance states and who needs to, what your responsibilities are as a library. This presentation today is intended for public library staff to gain a broad understanding of what the technical standard is by which websites are going to be judged and managed, and to learn about some of the tools that are available for scanning and evaluating your current website, and how you will need to make changes to your workflows in creating accessible content in the future.
Erica, can I interrupt you for just a second?
Yep.
I just wanted to make sure you know that we can see your perfect.
I know. I was going to say my notes are in the way, aren't they? Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, we got that. Thanks. Okay, so notes out of the way. You only need to see this important thing and the key ideas, and I'll talk a little bit more about some of the ideas behind it. So as I said, the three areas today are going to understand the 4 key areas of the website content accessibility guidelines, which I just learned this week. It can be pronounced WCAG, but we actually, many people say the acronym is WCAG. So WCAG 2.1. We will know more about resources for evaluating accessibility of web pages and specific website components. And we're going to understand the importance of creating accessible website content. This is going to apply much more broadly than websites. We'll talk about how these steps and techniques will actually be used for any kind of electronic communication. If you need it ever to go on your website or in any way be released from your library for public consumption through electronic means, be it social media, be it through an email newsletter, you are going to need to create content that has accessibility already built in. And so this goes for beyond websites specifically. This is a broad-based piece of creating content that comes out from your library. Note, we do expect a lot of changes over the next few years on some of the hows of what this so we will be doing a lot of training and updating on the actual techniques, but today is just going to be the broad overview of what. So we're going to begin with Website Content Accessibility Guidelines, as I said, WCAG 2.1 Level AA. Briefly, this is the technical standard. It is an internationally recognized set of standards developed by the World Wide Web Consortium. And this technical standard describes how website design and content should function in order to be accessible to all types of users using traditional and adaptive and assistive technologies. The 2.1 was a standard that was released and published in 2003, a year ago in September, but work is already underway for the version 2.2. However, the US government has decided on the 2.1 as a standard to which websites need to work towards their compliance dates in 2026 or 2027. Level AA is a level higher than level single A, and it is a level lower than AAA. So it's right in the middle of guideline compliance. WCAG can be broken down into 4 key areas that can be described with the acronym POUR. These 4 key areas describe every part of a function of a website or electronic media and what the features need to be described as fully accessible. These are broken into perceivable items, operable items, understandable items, and robustness of those items. I understand that seeing is understanding for what a lot of these are, and a big part of this is taking the words of the technical standard and understanding how they are actually functioning. I will do some demonstrations today of what a few of these features look like, but I'm not going to be able to go in depth on some of them, partly because I don't understand what some of this means or how it would apply specifically to a library website, but also because we would just end up in the weeds on a lot of things that maybe you aren't going to have control over until your website platform catches up with those. If I do some demonstrations today and you have questions on it, again, put those questions into chat. We will be addressing a lot of these standards individually in future trainings. This is pretty much a high-level technical overview. Don't expect to be able to go and fix a website based on just this today. So we'll start with perceivable. Perceivable basically means that an item on a web page can't be left invisible to a user based on the available senses that they have to use. So a person who cannot see your web page can't be left unable to know that there is an image or a picture or information there that can't be read aloud in an audio way. A person who is deaf needs to be able to understand content that is presented in a video or audio item. So a sense limitation should not create a situation in which a person cannot interact with the content on your web page. So what WCAG does is it creates specific guidelines for perceptibility and then success criteria, which means how you know that you can be successful in meeting a guideline. For each one of these, I will briefly discuss the success criteria for each of the guidelines. There are 4 guidelines for perceptibility. The first one is that text alternatives are provided for non-text content. So if you have an image on your website, the success criterion, and there's only one under this, the one thing you have to do for a text alternative is to provide alt text or alternative text for images. We'll talk a little bit more about alt text, and there will be lots and lots of practice and training on this. But for guideline 1.1, text alternatives are defined as providing alt text for images. Guideline 1.2 is alternatives are offered for time-based media, which they say time-based, we say audio and video are provided. So in short, captions for videos and audio recordings and whether they are pre-recorded or live. So if you're offering a live, this right now, if I'm offering it to the public, should have live captioning. When I post it as a recording, it should have captioning. Guideline 1.3, content cannot be presented in different ways without losing information or structure. Basically it means content is robust enough to adapt to a variety of presentations. Robustness is an entire section unto itself, and a lot of that is captured under that idea. Basically, however, this means that the structure of a website needs to be understood by both machines and humans. Website development has gone very graphic and has developed highly dynamic and sophisticated things that machines can't interpret because they are not visual items, visual interpreters. They don't have the same perceptibility skills. So we need to create websites that a machine can understand and then interpret in words to an individual who can't see. Responsive design is important, is a part of this too, so that a page or content can be presented in a vertical portrait or in a landscape mode. So robustness and the ability to adapt content to the available technology and screens. In guideline 1.4, content is easy to see and hear and distinguish foreground from background. This talks a lot about contrast, the level A achievement. Color is not the only means of conveying meaning. We are talking about individuals with color blindness and various levels of color blindness, to have people selecting information based on red, green. Red is not available, green is available, and the only way they can interpret that is because of the color. That puts a large chunk of the population unable to participate or have a function on your website. The level AA level for the achievement for this is that contrast needs to be of a very specific ratio, and that text can be resized up to 200% without loss of functionality. And there are some other letters and spacing and other criteria for text-based presentation. So those are the 4 guidelines under perceptibility. It does basically covers what a web page looks like and how it would be interpreted to those who can't see it, so that they can perceive the information on it. Operable is the second guideline under WCAG 2.1. Operability is how you engage with a website so that you know how to make the functions on it work. If you think about some of the things that we might end up with is individuals who can't interact with visual content or physically with the input mechanisms that we consider standard, a keyboard and a mouse. Website functions should be as easy for a person to use, whether they have a mouse, a keyboard, a touch screen, whether their screens are in portrait or landscape mode, and how the text can be increased or decreased. But the operability of it is, how do you functionally make that happen? For an individual who can't use a mouse or a touch screen, a lot of functions happen by keyboard. And so guideline 2.1, all functionality is available to a user from a keyboard. To demonstrate this, I'm going to see if I can slip over to another screen with a couple. I'm picking on a few library websites. I'm actually going to take the TV Scott page for web links for everyone. Hopefully you're able to see enough of this. Let me get my meeting controls up here. That you can see as I am pressing the tab button. Part of the keyboard thing is you know where you are when you press a tab button. And if you don't know where you are, you don't know if the tab is working. And in fact, I just clicked away on that because I couldn't figure out where it was. This is one of those pieces of a platform issue where WordPress, Divi that we use in Lean Wisconsin, Drupal, Drupal and some of these other content platforms don't necessarily have this yet inbuilt natively into them. And it would require a lot of extra coding on our part or the use of some plugins to make these things operable. But the standard is that you should be able to tab through and see where you're selecting. And you can see as I tab, it is moving the page, but I can't necessarily see the focus. What we call a focus is the selected point of a keyboard tabbing. So I have no idea. If I hit enter now, I have no idea where I would end up. I'm completely lost. Now I see up at the top, I've just emerged, and the TV Scott library has emerged at the top. I can go forward and back and see my top bar. I'm now selecting item by item. but I have no idea where on the web page I am. This is not a criticism of a library. This is a criticism right now of a library's website design. It's a criticism of the platform that we are using. Another example is the Hudson Area Library. Again, this is a WordPress and Divi platform. Once I get down here and I'm into the main web page itself, I am actually moving throughout the website, and now I can kind of see a little bit more of what things are selected. But it's not until I get down to this carousel down here that I can actually see the individual items. The carousels that we use through Biblicore, Pica, and Aspen, these carousels are mostly accessible, so they will already have these features built into them and function according. But that's an idea of how the keyboard operability is supposed to work. Guideline 2.2, users have enough time to read and use content. You can think of this if you have a scrolling bar or a scrolling blog page on the front of your website, and as those move, a person needs to have enough time to read it, react, and interact with that. Guideline 2.3, don't cause seizures. Content is not designed in a way that is known to cause seizures or physical reactions. Specifically, web pages do not contain anything that flashes more than 3 times per second. So no, and we don't generally put literally flashy material on our websites in libraries, but that is a very clear and specific do not have a 3 times per second flash on your page. Guideline 2.4. It is clear to users how to navigate, find content, or determine where they are on a page. You saw the tabbing with the keyboard functionality. A related piece to that would be how the screen reader reads it, because how you tab through it often indicates the underlying structure in the direction that a screen reader would read the content on a website. I could demonstrate screen readers. I think we'll do that at a future date just because they are finicky and harder to use. But if you, and we will talk about them as a tool for testing your website in a little bit, but a screen reader needs to understand how to navigate through your web page and what the order of information is. That actually, I will very briefly go back to the TB Scott page. If you have not developed the underlying structure of the page, what a screen reader wants to do generally is read right to left as a quote unquote normal reading order. And it is going to look for what to read first. If you have headings, it will read the headings in the correct order. If you do not have things laid out as headings, it will read it as a mishmash. So if you were doing this, it might read VCAT online catalog, web search, email, WCAG interlibrary loans, Novelist Plus, Google Mail, WVLS research databases, which is not a sensical order for somebody who needs to navigate this through their ears. Much of website design with accessibility in mind is thinking about how you engage in a non-visual way with information. And if you are just hearing this or mainly using an audio, you need to think about using alternative senses for all of the information that you are working with. Oops, and now guideline 2.5, input modalities make it easier for users to use inputs besides a keyboard. So we talked about being able to keyboard through a website, but you also need to use inputs other than a keyboard and other than a mouse. One of the main things under here is concerns about dragging and dropping, or being able to use a keyboard in place of some of these features. Dragging, thinking about clicking, and many of you have probably worked with individuals who've come into your library and need to use a website, and they need to click and drag and drop information into a specified area. That can be very, very, very difficult for individuals who are either not familiar with using a mouse or maybe have a physical limitation, arthritis, or anything in being able to grip, or the size of the mouse, if they have small hands or big hands. So alternative methods to things like dragging and dropping, and also pinching and zooming. So if you need to zoom in on a map, on a Google map or something, then you need to be able to grab it and pinch and zoom with your fingers. If that's not something that your fingers are capable of doing, and you don't have the dexterity to have a keyboard or a mouse alternative to that. Another piece of this is thinking about when things are read, icons. We visually interpret an icon, but knowing what the text, a computer can't see an icon, a machine can't see an icon. So you need to add a text label to the back side of it or next to it so that that icon can be interpreted in two ways. Another thing is using characters in ways that are not traditional. We interpret it like you might use a greater than sign as an arrow indicator, but a machine is going to literally read it as a greater than, or a bracket. So using even like the text-based emoji is going to be read literally. The other final piece in here is elements and things that have motion activation. If you need to be able to move over it to see it, you need to have a keyboard or a mouse alternative to be able to either activate it or deactivate that. Guidelines under the third letter, understandable. U is for understandable, and it means that content on a website should be easily grasped by all users. There are only 3 guidelines for understandability. The first one is that the text is readable and understandable. And the main success criteria here is that the language of a website is clear. So a user should know that this website is published in English. Ideally, it also has some translation options, but your computer needs to be able to understand what language your website is published in. The level AA includes the language of the different parts of a web page or website that are as a different language are also clear. So if you have a website that contains Spanish or Hmong content, the computer needs to be able to understand and interpret the fact that it's changing languages from English to Spanish or Hmong or any other chosen language. Guideline 3.2, the web page appearance is and operation is predictable. This one's a little vaguer, but it has to do with when you click on something, you want to know what's going to happen next, or when you navigate to an area, you want to be able to predict what is going to happen next. Changing the focus of the keyboard in one of these situations isn't going to trigger something. If you're just trying to change a location to get deeper in the menu, you don't want it to also move and click. So now you're moving to a new page in your website. Or something that moves a cursor. If you do one thing, it moves the cursor away, so you no longer can select the item that you are on. Navigational mechanisms that are repeated on multiple web pages within a set of web pages occur the same way. So there's consistency throughout your website on how the navigation works and behaves. And guideline 3.3. Input assistance there is help to users. Input assistance to help users avoid and correct any mistakes. So you have cues and you have feedback that tells a user, oh, did you mean to spell it this way? Predictive text, predictive spelling, corrective spelling, or you entered this field needs an email address and you're missing an @ So if user information that's being entered does not contain the correct type, there is a validation response. So at the level A, that input error is detected and it is identified and described to the user in text, in clear, specific text. I just had an experience the other day where it told me this form has an error, it can't submit. Didn't tell me where on the form the error was. It didn't tell me what the error was. It didn't highlight anything in red. It just said, there's an error. And I had to go and do my own searching to find what that error was. At the level AA, which we are actually needing to strive to, it doesn't just tell you that there's an error and pull it out, but if you are doing anything that involves modifying information, and this would, I would think, is like the catalog. When you get into the catalog piece, if you're going in and you're modifying your birth date or other personal information that you are allowed to modify, it will tell you that error is, or sorry, it will tell you that you need to verify that what you have entered is correct. So we don't have a lot of legally binding or sales transactions on our websites, but in the case of any time that you're updating personal information on the website that might have a legal or identifying factor, it needs to verify that, ask you to verify that the content that you have submitted is correct. And our last guideline and criteria is for robustness, and there's only one guideline under here. Robust means the ability for content and the function of a website to remain accessible over a wide variety of available technologies, both older and emerging. This provides that consistency that your website will work on a large number of technologies, browsers, with different tools, that assistive technologies that people might be using. So the robustness means that your website's not going to appear broken just because some technology is slightly older or somebody has chosen to use a different web browser. I think this is a response to the fact that websites have evolved rapidly. They use new types of features and create new fun graphics, but they may break in function on older browsers or maybe lower speed internet or older platforms. And assistive technologies, when they are not part of a native part of a user system, are often expensive and customized for that user. And if one day your website just will not interact with it anymore due to the age of that technology, that is going to put a lot of people at, at a disadvantage, a lot of those people. So guideline 4.1 is compatibility with current and future platforms and assistive technologies. The success criteria in here are technical, but simple technicalities, which basically is talking to HTML tagging and elements and attributes of elements, names, roles, values for components are clear and complete, and status messages are delivered in a clear way. So I actually think that this, while this is not something that you as content providers are necessarily going to be engaging with a lot, what the effect may be is that it might slow down some of the rapid changes and create some stability on the back end for how things are structured and coded. The other piece is things will change in such a way that you will know when something changes on your website. A user will know and be aware of what those changes are as they come. So those are the four main areas of the WCAG guideline: the perceivability, the operability, the understandability, and the robustness of your website. Much of this is in the design of your website, but a lot of this is going to carry over into the content that you add to your website. So, take a breath at this moment. And we're going to talk about how we know if our websites are in compliance or not on all of these rules. I'm going to present to you in this next section a variety of website accessibility evaluation tools. These are some practical tools. There are other tools that exist out there, and these will likely continue to evolve and change. However, these three that we're going to look at are some of the top rated given different types of results, because they give different types of results, and they have been used they've been evolving and developing the most. And these are mostly nonprofit and or educational developed. We only have a time for a brief overview today. It takes a lot of practice to learn these and interpret the results of these tools. But picking a good tool, familiarizing yourself with it, it's a way to start understanding this terminology and wrapping your head around what the expectations are for how your website appears and performs. So today we're going to look at, I'm going to specifically look at the WAVE evaluation tool by WebAIM. These on this page are all free tools. They do different things. I'm going to start with the top one, and I'm going to give you a minute to go ahead, if you can, on your home screen, open up the wave.webaim.org page, and you can put your own website. And I'm going to use the Menominee Library website today, so I'm just going to copy and paste that. Let's see. Bring up that page. Oh, there it is. I will do this once I get my page. So I'm going to use menomineelibrary.org. You can put your own library into this page. And what it does is it runs a scan on the front page, or on whichever page on your website. It only views one page at a time. It does not look at your website as a whole. So you do need to do this scan for each individual page on your website. Understanding what these different results mean is a big part of becoming familiar with website accessibility. Don't expect to be able to look at this and interpret this all on the first go. If you're doing your own page, you might see something a little bit similar to this, where it's taken your page and is put different notations and different markings at different points on your page. It's not every error, not everything you see on here is an error. In fact, almost everything in green, all of these green things actually mean that it is okay, and that it is just checked that something that is expecting to find there does exist. So green is good. Red is an error, and yellow is an alert, or something that needs to be addressed but isn't a straight up error. So this summary of results here is telling us that it sees one error, one general error, 13 contrast errors, which is getting back to that perceptibility and that you have enough contrast to be able to read the content. The alerts will vary about a bunch of different things. It's checking on features, it's looked at the structural elements, and it is checked for labels, which means, as I was saying, like an icon or something needs to have a way for a computer on a machine on the back end to read what it is out loud. If an icon doesn't have a label, then a user isn't going to be able to know that that is where they're supposed to click to get to the next thing. So looking at the details of this summary report, it is telling me that I have an error in that I have a missing form label, and I have these contrast labels and these alerts. This is a little bit of a mishmash of all the different pieces of the pour, and also a bunch of different ideas of like structure versus so the operability versus the perceptibility, but the structure versus the contrast and the color are all appearing in one time inside this report. If you click on it, it will take you to where the error is, And this one is saying that the Search the Library website is missing a label, a form label. So it doesn't give to its opinion, it doesn't give instructions as to what you are supposed to be inserting into this form. Next to it, there is also a contrast error, and it is saying that there is low contrast between the text and the background colors here. Other contrast errors, as you click, it will take you and it will show you where that contrast error is. In this case, it is saying that there is low contrast between the yellow and the red, or the yellow and the white text. And then another alert that it gave next to this is very small text. So you can either go down this detailed list and click on each item to see what it's referring to, or you can go ahead and click right on the item itself. So here I have, as far as perceptibility errors, I have a contrast error and I have a too small text error. And then this is seeing it as a laid out as a table, and a layout table is present. This is when we get into some of the technical pieces of the structure. And you may or may not have control directly over some of that table or the structural presence. One area you do have structural control over is headings. So websites and machines want your web pages to be laid out in outline form. So just like back in middle school, when you had to pick the most important topic and then break it down into individual topics underneath that and of less importance as you go, all of your websites need to be laid out in that same way. And what this is telling us right off the bat is we do not have, right up here, it even gave us this as a thing, it is missing a first level heading. Probably because our eyes would see Menominee Public Library as our main heading, as our H1, but this is an image, it is not text. It is a logo, and it's a horizontal full color logo, but a logo and an image cannot be a heading and can't be labeled as your heading. So this is interpreting this as missing heading 1. And now it's going to tell you where all of the heading 2s are and all the heading 3s and heading 4s. And that's basically the reading order of the website. If a screen reader were to come in here, they're going to search for these cues as to how to read your website in order. In some cases, your information bounces around and you don't always, you might actually be going up and down visually to read a page. Your brain and your perceptions with your eyes will do that naturally. A machine takes it literally and is going to try to read from the top of the page to the bottom, and it may end up with a lot of information out of order. This alert here is that there is a suspicious link text. This is unfortunate because this is one of those frustrating things. If you have a Google form or any of those Zoom links where it's just code, it sees that and it'll label it as suspicious link text. That may or may not be something that you have to be concerned about in compliance. And then this is a redundant link, where if you have an image that has a link to the same place as a text link, you're going to end up with redundant links. Again, some of this is just good to clean up. It may not actually affect your, it may not affect the overall compliance scores. The access scan by Accessibility is actually one of those that gives a little bit more of a score. We are still learning ourselves about which ones of these evaluate to which level. So is it doing WCAG 2.1? Is it doing WCAG 2.2? 2.2 may actually turn out to be just fine to be aiming for because it's above and beyond. Is it level A, level AA, or level AAA that it is scoring you to? We hope that these scans become a little more clear as to which level of accessibility it is reaching. Page speed insights is another one, and Squiddler might be a fun one for you to try. Squiddler actually runs a simulation of your page as if a user were using it. So it will take it and have people click and try to navigate, have a simulated human being click on your website and see where they come up with places where they struggle and get lost. So these are all tools that you can learn and try and familiarize with yourself with. The next thing, the next tools that we're going to talk about are the website extensions. So you can actually add tools to your browser so that you can be constantly monitoring or more easily monitoring a page rather than having to go and paste it into a website like the WebAIM or Access Scan. You can just add the extension right to your browser, and that will allow the browser to run on your, or to run a scan right in front of you. So if I were to do an accessibility checker right here for you using this page, using the browser extension, it will maybe, I don't know if it'll actually work on Google Slides or not. I haven't tested this yet. It will give you a report on your web page in a little box right next to your browser. I'm just going to go ahead and close out of that. And then there's some tools for reviewing specific items on your website, specifically the contrast checker. The WebAIM contrast checker is a really nice tool for deciding if text is going to show up on different types of backgrounds or in different types of scenarios. So in this case, it's using blue on top of a white background or a blue text input for a form field. Here you can put in a hex value or begin with a different hex value or pick a color. And one of the worst ones, generally avoiding orange on white. Orange does not do well on white at all. You see that this one immediately fails both WCAG AA and WCAG AAA. And by the time you get it down to where you can just pull this where it starts passing, you very much left the color orange behind and you're into a brown color. And that is only passing at the AA for large text. You still have to go further before you start hitting a level A for normal text, or a level AA pass, and then a AAA pass. Again, you're getting back very close to almost a black on white. At this point, if I knew that this is the color I wanted, I can copy my hex value and I can paste it in because I know it is the contrast ratio is passing and on a white background. If I'm going to change the color of my background, it is immediately going to affect the pass-fail ratio on this again. So this is one way to double check and make sure that as you're making posters, as you're making anything that takes a hex value, you can test your colors and determine what the contrast ratio is. The Color Blindly Chrome extension is a handy tool when it works. It doesn't always seem to work. This one allows you to display a website as if a person with a different kind of color blindness were viewing it. And you can begin to see how having red weak or having trichromacy, which is normal, having monochromacy, which is almost seeing everything in black and white, would affect how you interact with your website. So again, if there are color cues, a red, green, red is not available, green is available. If that's your cue, a person with this color blindness would not be able to see your website. So Color Blindly is a good one on Chrome to be able to look and see what your website would look like to somebody who doesn't see colors in a normal way. Finally, this, the Web Accessibility Evaluation Tool list from the World Wide Web Consortium is a repository of a large number of different types of tools for different purposes. And you can go in there and see if there's a tool of interest to you if you're getting down to a specific area. Assistive adaptive technologies. This lists 3 different types of screen readers. Screen reader use is a skill. It is not something that comes without practice. There is a native screen reader on Windows 10 and Windows 11 called Narrator. And you can, if you are on a Windows computer, you can activate it and test it out. I'm not going to demonstrate it here today because it's often finicky during presentations. But it's a good thing to open up and attempt to try to use and see what the experience is like. NVDA is what I'm told is the most popular screen reader. And it is an open access one for any individual. You can go to nvdaaccess.org and download it and get the NVDA screen reader. It's good to like understand what people are listening for when they use assistive technology to interpret your website. And the JAWS screen reader is another very popular one that is generally more open access and available. So it's good to test and understand how that one works as well. Our final section is on tools for creating accessible content. Accessibility begins with the content that you are putting onto your website or using to communicate out in electronic means. So these are not about building websites itself, unless you're talking about creating all of your content and developing and publishing it only in HTML or on your website. HTML code can be read by computers, can be read by machines and interpreted by screen readers. But unless you're going to commit to having everything on your website be posted in very basic text, you need to be using a certain amount of accessible content development. We're going to be looking at several different things, starting with images. I do believe that alt text is going to be where many of you and us will start in developing our accessibility muscles. Alternative text is how you describe an image that a person cannot see. And especially if it conveys any kind of information or content, it is absolutely essential that there is an alternative way for that visual information to be conveyed to a user. We'll talk about these in future trainings and probably lots of practice with writing alt text. Writing alt text can be intimidating. So creating that habit now and practicing with it is going to be one of those skills that just, if you start it, you're going to get better at it. The other piece is that I do hope that this becomes a more integrated part of many of our tools that we use, that it will queue for alt text. AI generators and suggested alt text are coming along, but also know that alt text needs to be customized to make sense for the context in which you are posting an image. It's not quite a caption, but it is close to a caption. So if you start by just thinking about how to caption an image, that's not a bad place to begin your journey in alt text writing. These are tools on how to use alt text, and all of these resources will be available on our training page. One thing I very quickly want to demonstrate is Canva. If you are using Canva fairly regularly, Canva has developed some nice inbuilt accessibility tools as you develop an image to make sure the image itself is accessible. So here's an example. This is actually just a place where I've made a bunch of blog post covers for past trainings and for other items. If you go under File, Accessibility, and check Design Accessibility, it is going to scan the content of this page and tell us where we have some problems. There was one issue. Right now it's not finding any places where my text is too small, but if I had a typography issue where the text was not readable, it would tell me. It is identifying 2 areas on this page that have low contrast text. So it's telling me that this area is low contrast. I'm not sure how it's testing it or to what standard it is testing it or what rules. So some of this is going to take your own judgment to decide, does this need to get changed or not? And then finally, the other, oops, I just closed out of there, the accessibility. The other piece that it is going to do is tell you that you need to add alt text. We have been playing with this a little bit and we're not convinced on how Canva's alt text really works, because you can add alt text to an image by right-clicking and going to alternative text, and it will pop up with a place for you to put in alternative text. However, we're not sure where in the integrations, when you download it, the alt text is lost. So if you're going to download it as a JPEG or a PNG, the alt text goes away. The technique that we have been promoting is that you add your alt text, you take your alt text and you make it the title of your item or the file name, and then you can just copy that file name and place it into the alt text area. So if another way to practice your alt text is to use alt text as as naming your file and creating a file name, and then you can have that alt text available to you. Creating accessible documents. This is a whole new world. Unfortunately, we've kind of gotten into the point where we're working on doing things quickly and trying to streamline our processes, and all of our documents you create a document, you edited it, you send it out. Unfortunately, if you are going to ever interact with a Word document, turning it into a PDF, a spreadsheet, turning it into a PDF, a presentation, any of these things need to be posted as accessible documents on your website, or if you are going to be putting them out in an e-newsletter or any other form. PDFs are not natively accessible. Just because you take a Word document and save it does not mean, as a PDF, does not mean that it is an accessible document. So there are a bunch of resources here, and I believe this is another area where we will be doing a lot of training in creating accessible documents from scratch. A few resources here on Microsoft support on the native inbuilt resources for creating accessible documents. Section 508.gov has a very nice piece on accessible documents, and Google support on making your items more accessible. A little bit of irony here is that I'm doing Google Slides, and through this process, I discovered that Google Slides is actually not very accessible unless you follow there are some very strict guidelines. So at this point, you can make Google items more accessible, but not fully accessible. I'm going to very quickly show you a couple things with a Word document. This is an agenda for our upcoming draft agenda. This is not to be taken as anything more than a draft for an upcoming board meeting at the Wisconsin Valley Library Service. Things that I would need to do to make this document accessible. My logo needs to have alt text. And so if you right click on it, there is an option to do view alt text. And a logo is actually fairly easy. You can just say Wisconsin Valley Library Service logo. That's all I need for alt text in this item. And so when I do that, that will add the alt text to it. You're not going to see it on the front of your document. That's one of the things about this. This is not a visual thing. This is about a screen reader knowing what it is. Second, this right now is just formatted text. It is titled, it is paragraph style that is formatted to us appear like a heading, but to a machine, it looks like any other text on here. We need to come in here and select a heading value, and we can reformat it to look the way we want it to look, but this is the thing that tells our machine that this is our H1, this is our most important piece of document on the document. Finally, down here, we have some Zoom links and a phone number. This, accessibility is going to want to have something called, and I'm going to edit my hyperlink, it wants to have a screen tip. And this is what's going to say Zoom meeting link. And that way the machine can read it and see for virtual attendance, connect at, and it will read Zoom meeting link, HTTPS, and so on. Same for the phone number that goes below. Now, when I go to File, File, Save As, PDF, that will save all of that content as an alt text, as a heading, and as the Zoom link screen tip. It'll save that in that PDF information to be interpreted as an accessible PDF later. So again, a couple of resources on creating accessible word processing documents. Some resources on creating those accessible PDFs. If you have a document that is already a PDF, there's the pavepdf.org resource for taking a PDF and adding those attributes back to it. instructions for adding attributes through Adobe Acrobat, and some Microsoft support on creating those accessible PDFs. Spreadsheets are very difficult. They involve a lot of information that is not natively accessible and available for audio, and often contrast and text size is a challenge. There's some tips here for how to do better spreadsheets. And again, PowerPoints, presentations, and Google Slides, some accessibility tips here. Infographics, ironically, I feel like diagrams and infographics are some of the things that are intended to be visual, but it isn't right to disenfranchise a chunk of our population when they are not able to gather information visually from a diagram or an infographic. So there are methods, including offering text-based alternatives, or just in using good design principles for high contrast, colors, text size, anything that improves the readability, so that anybody who does have visual ability is going to be able to see it more clearly. And good design is going to benefit everybody. It's like putting in the wheelchair ramp into your library. Anybody can take advantage of that, and it is going to make your information more clear and a better communication anyway. And finally, creating accessible audio and video. These are things that we need to talk about. Captioning. One note is that these guidelines talk about audio, video, and synchronized media. Synchronized media is what we talk about as video. It means audio and video put together. But these very specifically talk about captioning for audio only, which is like podcasts, video only, which may be something that has it's just a picture that is interpreted mainly through visuals, and then audio and visual together. But you need to have things like good volume control. You need to have the ability to slow down and speed up, and then add that captioning. Next steps. This has been a lot. This is a lot. Unfortunately, I do think while we've covered a lot of ground and there's a lot of technical components here, it can feel like this is just adding a lot more work to our plates. Each one of these topics is new and complex, and some of them seem to demand a lot more work out of us rather than streamlining and making our work more efficient. The good news is that most of us, at least all of us, at least have 18 months to start incorporating these things into our workflows. And we have 2.5 years for most of us before this becomes a mandate into our practice. We hope technology will continue to evolve. Already captioning and transcriptions from something like today's presentation, good done automatically. So maybe some more of these things will become more of an automatic part of our lives. And it is going to be something that we need to take on. So what I recommend for next steps, pick one of these things. Pick one and start to practice it. Test your website with evaluation tools. Familiarize yourself with the terms and the results. Use a couple different kinds of scans and just see what the results are from your website. Don't worry about fixing things right now. Just start to see what the feedback is and start to try to understand how somebody might run into barriers if those things aren't fixed. Or begin practicing and creating alt text for all the images you create. Caption them in your head. Make them the file name. Start using the alt text as a part of your routine in your anytime you're working with an image, whether it's a photograph that you're working with, whether you're creating a Canva document, start adding alt text. Or pick a document type that you regularly create. If you're using Microsoft Word all the time to create documents, if you're doing PDFs, learn about what features are required to make that item accessible. Practice and make it a habit to do those items every time you make a document. And then maybe start working on creating document templates with some of those features built in. So if you do an agenda every month and you create a heading, all you have to do is create that template once. You've got the headings in there. And after that, the accessibility just follows through. That is what I have for today. This presentation will be available on our website. I'm going to go ahead and put right into the chat. I'm going to add today's training, this video, and this and the documentations will be there. I'm going to copy and paste all of this. Additionally, the Google Slides presentation with the speaker notes will be available for you to see. So they're both here in this chat. You can refer to this back at any time. If you find a tool that you love and you want to share it, please send it our way. Our email address for both Brendan and I are here. The entire training series will be available at training@librarieswin.org. And we're always interested in your questions, feedback, and ideas. Phew, thank you for all of your attention. I do see that Rita was asking about how does this affect the catalog, because I did mention the catalog in there. Brendan said the rules, yes, will apply to the catalog. However, as a third-party vendor, the catalog or the catalogs are sourced through a third-party vendor. They are charged with actually creating the accessibility pieces. So it goes off into another, the library does actually need to worry about it. That is one thing. It's not saying that, oh, because you've left our library website, it's finished. If we are providing a library service, we need to make sure we are contracting with vendors that provide accessible tools. But that's not something individual libraries, as long as you are not the one contracting directly with the catalog, if you're doing this through your library system, then it is the responsibility of the library system to manage it. If you are contracting directly with a third-party vendor of a library service, then you need to be working with that vendor to make sure that they are meeting the accessibility pieces. Yes, another toe in. So any other questions? It is 3 o'clock. For those of you that need to sign off, you can, but I am willing to stay here if you want to ask a question or give us some food for thought. That is more than welcome. Thank you, everybody, for your attention today.
Hi, this is great. Thank you.
Good.
I was just thinking about our new 24/7 holds pickup locker, where you scan a card, you have to answer questions on a touchscreen, and then it pops open.
Oh,
And,
that is a good question.
and because I don't know if the equipment, because there's a computer in there, there's a touchscreen, and it reboots and it's running Windows and everything else. But I don't know how the accessibility part.
That is an excellent question. That may fall outside of the purview of this rule, but it may not. And that is one that I would actually recommend taking directly to the Department of Justice and asking. They do have a hotline that is staffed, and they do actually answer that live. And I should put that into one of these, into our training as a resource, because they do welcome those kinds of questions. It's not a website service per se, but I don't know if it would fall under mobile app. But that is a really interesting question. So I would say that's a DOJ question.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Well, again, thank you, everybody. And I will stop this recording so that we can get it processing and I can get it posted for the rest of everybody to share. Have a good rest of your day.